Hello everyone. In today's session we are going to discuss the PHP variables. We know that variables are reusable containers that holds data, maybe strings, integer, floats and boolean and many more data types that we have. So with me I'm going to launch my browser here that I'm going to use, and before that I ensure that my server is on. So to ensure that server is on, you can just go to the start button and then you can click on all apps, and then you can try to search through and see if, for our case, we're using the XAMPP. If it is not available, I can use the search window here, and then I can type XAMPP, and then I can open the XAMPP control panel, XAMPP control panel, and here I'm going to ensure that Apache is started and also the MySQL is also started. Then I can minimize it to my taskbar here, and then from there I can reload my favorite browser, that is the Google Chrome. I can double click to load it, and there it loads. So to ensure that my server is working properly, I can type the IP address of my server, which is 127.0. It is already there, so you can just click, and here you can see the folder that I'm going to work with. So for my case, let me use these that I had created here. That is a hello world that was in our first maybe practical. And then to go to where this file is located, I just need to go to my PC, then my drive C, and then XAMPP, and then this is the folder that we are using, htdocs, then library, and then this is the file that I have opened there. You can see the name here is n.ph, so I can just write it and then open it or edit with the Notepad++. So this is our code, and from here now we are going to display some of the variables. And to start with, maybe we can start with the first variable, maybe which is the string, which is used maybe to store the maybe strings of text. And maybe to have this, I can give a space here, I can give a space there, and then I need to declare my variable, and also I can initialize it. So maybe I can declare my first variable here, and a variable is preceded by a $sign. So I have that, and then I can give it a unique name. Maybe I can call it name, and then I can initialize it, and then remember to put the double quotation, and then we can terminate it with a semicolon. So here I can say the name is maybe Morris, that way, and then to echo that or to output this, I need to give an echo, and simply I can just say echo, and then I can give the double quotation there, or simply I can just give the space, and then I can reference this variable here. I can just copy it, and then I can give a space, and then I can control V that way, and then always remember to terminate it with a semicolon like that. So let us save it and try to refresh our browser here. So if I refresh this, you can see here I have Morris being displayed. Here I have Morris being displayed. And remember also, you can capture the space in between it. Maybe for instance, if I wanted to output my two names here, I can just give a space, and then I can write Morris then Munene, Morris, then Munene, that way. Then I can save it, and then I can come here and refresh, and there you can see I have my full name, which is Morris Munene. And still remember, you can give a string of text before this, and maybe to give that string of text you need to have this. Maybe I can give the double quotes here, the double quotes, and then I can also terminate here with the double quotes also there, so that I don't duplicate. So I can say maybe how are you, I can say how are you, that way. Let us try to save it and refresh, and there you can see we have how are you, Morris Munene. That is how you can output that. Remember, you can also give another string variable here. Maybe in this string variable we can give it to be maybe we can give the $, and then we can give any variable that you feel. Maybe I can say city, I can say city there, city, and then remember I can give maybe the values for my city to be maybe Meru, that way. And then remember I have to terminate it with a semicolon, that way. And then from here I can say I can come here and maybe say I heco, maybe I can give some strings that precede that, and then inside this I can say maybe I live, maybe at, that way. And then I can copy my variable there, can copy it, and then I can come and paste it there, that way. And remember to terminate it with a semicolon, like that. And then I can save, that way. Then I can refresh here, so you can see how are you, Morris Munene, I live at Meru. And then to add a break there, we can add a break here, we can add a break there, so that we can have the two names separated. So I can have the opening bracket, it's an empty tag, that way. Then I can just write a break, then I can save it, that way. And then I can refresh, and then there you can see my two lines are well separated, Remember also I can give another variable, maybe an integer. Remember, integer will store the all numbers. So here maybe I can come here and say I'll give maybe the $, and then my variable to be maybe age, and then I can say maybe this age is equals, so this we don't store it in a double quote, maybe age is equals to maybe 100 years, 100, and then I can terminate with that. And then remember I can be able to echo this, I can just copy this to save time, and then can give the space there, and then I can be able to paste it there, and then echo I am, maybe I am, then I can just take this, I can just take this, I can copy it, and then I can give it a space there, and then I can paste it. I am that, maybe I can say yes, maybe hold, And then remember here I can also give a break here so that they don't overlap. So there I give a break that way, and then I can save this, and then I can try to refresh here. So you can see I live at Meru, I am 100 years older. So that is how we can give that. Maybe you can also see that you can give as many variables as you feel depending on what you are coding. And then remember also we can give the float values. Maybe we can say that maybe I can give a variable here, and this variable I can have the $sign, and then I can have balance. Maybe I can call it balance, and then balance I can initialize it to maybe 140,896.952, and then I can terminate it with a semicolon, and then I can be able to output that here. Maybe I can say that I can just copy this, and then I can paste it there, and then I can echo. I can say maybe you have a school balance, a fee balance, a fees balance, a fee balance of maybe I can do away with all this, and then here I can say of maybe Kenyan shillings, and then I can give my variable here. I can just copy this, and then I can give a space there, and then I can paste it here that way. Then I can save it, and then I can maybe refresh, and there you can see you have a fee balance of Kenyan shillings. So that is a float. Remember, this one can be able to contain both the decimal numbers. So to give a break here to display it on a different line, so we can just come here and give a break to this. I can just give a space there, and then I can give opening angle bracket, and then I can write this to be a break that way, and then I can save it. I can save that, and then I can come here and refresh that. So you can see you have a fee balance of Kenyan shillings that you have a fee Kenyan shillings that. So that is how. Remember also we can have another one which is maybe a boolean. Remember this one will store two values, either a true or false. So I can give maybe like 2 here. Maybe I can say I can give here the $sign, and then I can say maybe completed or not completed. Then I can give it maybe completed. Let's go completed, and then this one I can state it to maybe to false, that way. I can state it to false, and then maybe here I can come and try to put this. Maybe I can echo that way, and then I can give this, and then I can say maybe completed that way, and then from that completed maybe I can give my condition. and these are now going to give this variable here. You can copy it. I can Control V. Then always remember to then here I can give a break. Can give a break there. That way. You can have the break, and then I can try to save it, and then I can be able to refresh it here. So you can see here completed. There is nothing that is given because maybe let us change it to false, which you see if there is anything that is going to happen. We say this one is maybe true, maybe true. That way you save it, and then you can try to refresh it. Yeah, then you can see if it is false, there is nothing that is displayed, but if it is true, one is displayed. It is either it is going to take the two situation. It can either take a 1 whole, it can take a 0. Maybe for example, on the other way, we can look for the way that we can add the two variables. We look for the way that we can add the two variables, meaning here, if I have this variable, maybe I can have my first variable there is equals to maybe I can declare it to t, and then I can give it the value of maybe 20, maybe 20, that way. And then I can also declare another variable here, $sign, and then this one I can call it f, and then maybe this one I can say this one is equals to 10, that way. And then I need to add those variables. Remember here, to add the two, I just need to echo what? Let me echo. I need to echo their values. I need to echo their values. That is this. That is this variable there. I can copy it and then I can paste it there. Then if I'm adding them, I can add them here, and then I need to add it to the second variable here. I can copy it, and then I can give a space and then paste it there, and then remember to terminate it with a semicolon, that way. So that is how we can add the two. We can try to save it and then try to refresh here, and there you can see I have that here. I have that here, so that it can be clearly be seen. Maybe let me take it where I have maybe I take it at the bottom here and copy it, and then I can store it here. I can paste it there. Then let me try to save it, and there you can see I have this. I can give a break here so that you can see the difference. I can give the break here. And here I'm going to have this break that way, and then let me save it, and then from there we can be able to reload it, and there you can see, and it is true. If I had 20 added to 30, I'm supposed to get that. And still remember, I can change this one to any sign that I feel. I can also change it to maybe multiplication, or 20 added multiplied by 10 supposed to give us a 200. So we can, sorry, we have not saved there, and then we can try to reload it here, and there you can see we have 200. We have it being 200. Of this opinion, let us try to have all of them here, and then you can copy it and then here now I'm going to paste it there, and then I can also control paste it there, can give a space also and control paste it there. So in this case now I'm going to have this one being on different, so that is multiplication. Let this one to be addition, let this one be maybe subtraction, and then let this one be maybe division, and then I can try to save it that way, and then I can reload it, and there you can see I have all of them here, but they are not. Let us try to put our breaks. We see you can have the first break there, so that's the first break, and then we can copy it and control copy, and then we have it here, Ctrl V, and then we can also have it there, which is the Ctrl V, and also we can have it there, Ctrl V, although we don't need that, and then you can save it, and then let us try to load. So oops, there is an error on line 25. That is unexpected. So you look at line 25 here. So to put this break, let us have them on quotes. Let's have them on quotes. We see if it is going to correct the error. They can reload, and then still we can see there is these more than 3 quotes. Let me see what has happened. So here maybe if it doesn't work, you can just do away with it. And then remember also, you can be able to comment on this if we don't want to display all of them. If we don't want to display all of them, maybe we can give a comment. To give a comment here on the first one, maybe if we don't want to display it, a single line comment, we just use the double slash. That way you can see everything has turned to be that color. So I can be able to save it. You will see the first one will not be displayed, and then I can write it, and there you can see I don't have the 200, but I have that 10 and 2. So I can also display, if I want to display this last one, I can give a multi-line comment here, and to display, to have a multi-line comment, we just start with the slash then followed by asterisk. You can see everything changes until where I declare it is my last position, and here that is how I can display. So whenever I let us save it, and see now we are going to only have one output, so you can save. So we only have 2, which is 20 divided by 10 is 2. I think that brings us to the end of this session. I was your trainer Maurice Munene. If you found this video of importance to you, please consider subscribing, like, and share it so that it can reach more people to have the same knowledge. Thank you very much, and see you in the next practical 3 on PHP, where we shall be discussing on operators, that is the arithmetic operators, logic operators, or such kind of things in PHP, so that at the end of the day we may have a complete system when we complete with these trainings. Thank you.